Welcome to Speed Reads. Uncover your hidden genius. Imagine being able to tap into the genius of one of history's greatest minds, Leonardo da Vinci. A true Renaissance polymath, da Vinci mastered fields as diverse as art, science, engineering, and anatomy. His unparalleled ability to weave creativity with logic and curiosity with discipline made him a visionary for the ages. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Speed Reads. Your support is greatly appropriate. But what if Da Vinci's approach to life and learning wasn't just a relic of the past? What if the principles that fueled his genius could be applied to your own life, right here, right now? Leonardo's brilliance wasn't a mere stroke of luck or natural talent. It stemmed from an intentional philosophy rooted in lifelong learning, insatiable curiosity, and the belief in the interconnectedness of all knowledge. He understood that insights from one discipline could spark innovation in another. Whether sketching the designs for flying machines or meticulously dissecting human bodies to grasp their inner workings, Da Vinci's genius was fueled by his relentless questioning of the world around him. By adopting just a few of Da Vinci's principles, curiosity, observation, and the pursuit of knowledge, you, too, can unlock greater creativity, enhance your problem-solving abilities, and discover deeper fulfillment in your personal and professional life. The first principle, curiosity. Leonardo da Vinci lived a life guided by 7 core principles: curiosity, dimostrazione, sensazione, sfumato, arte e scienza, corporality, connessione. These principles shaped his genius and defined his approach to learning and creation. We'll begin with curiosity, the Italian word for an insatiable spirit of inquiry. From a young age, Leonardo's curiosity set him apart. According to his biographer, Giorgio Vasari, young Leonardo confounded his teachers with endless questions, seeking to unravel the mysteries of everything around him. This curiosity never faded. It fueled his desire to learn and understand the essence of the world. As an artist, for instance, he delved into human anatomy so deeply that he performed dissections to understand muscle and bone structure, just so he could portray the human form with precision. Whether designing flying machines or imagining submarines, Leonardo's mind constantly pushed him to explore the impossible. The good news is that curiosity isn't just for Renaissance geniuses, it's a skill you can develop in your own life. A practical starting point is to do what Da Vinci did: carry a journal everywhere you go. Leonardo's hundreds of notebooks were filled with questions, observations, sketches, and ideas, essentially, a stream of consciousness documenting his interactions with the world. You can mirror his habit by recording anything that piques your curiosity: questions, facts, observations, or dreams. Challenge yourself to make a list of 100 questions in a single sitting, ranging from the philosophical, such as what is the nature of time, to the trivial, like why do we yawn when we're tired? Don't overthink it. The goal is to let your mind wander. When you review this list, you might discover recurring themes that point to deeper areas of interest. By honing your questioning ability, something Leonardo excelled at, you're more likely to find innovative solutions to problems, whether creative or practical. Often, the key to solving a problem isn't in finding the right answer, but in asking the right question. History shows us that entire civilizations evolved by reframing the questions they asked. For example, early nomadic societies focused on the question, how do we get to water? However, once they reframed it to, how can we bring water to us, humanity developed settled agrarian societies. Likewise, in your life, rethinking the questions you ask can lead to breakthroughs in creativity, work, and personal growth. The second principle, dimostrazione. Imagine being trained in the bustling workshop of a Renaissance master, where every day was an opportunity to learn through hands-on practice, not textbooks. This was the world of Leonardo da Vinci. As an apprentice in the studio of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's most renowned artists, Leonardo was immersed in a system that prioritized doing over theory. From mixing pigments to sculpting, apprentices learned by working alongside their masters, engaging with real materials and processes. This practical approach shaped Leonardo's lifelong philosophy of learning, known as dimostrazione, or learning through experience. To apply demonstration in your own life, start by reflecting on the most influential experiences you've had. What did these teach you, and how do they shape your beliefs and actions today? Take it a step further, challenge your assumptions. Leonardo constantly examined things from multiple perspectives. Can you do the same with your deeply held beliefs? Perhaps a belief you formed in childhood about success, failure, or creativity is worth re-examining. Mistakes, Leonardo knew, are essential for innovation. Ask yourself, what did you learn about mistakes growing up? Reflect on your biggest mistake and the lessons it taught you. What mistakes do you still repeat? Now, try a stream of consciousness writing exercise on what you would do differently if you had no fear of making mistakes. Like Leonardo, building resilience and self-belief is key. He filled his notebooks with affirmations such as, "Obstacles do not bend me," and "I shall continue." What affirmations could help you push through doubt and stay committed to your path? Creating your own will help you embrace mistakes as stepping stones to genius. The third principle, sensazione, imagine experiencing the world the way Leonardo da Vinci did, through senses so finely tuned that they unlock new dimensions of creativity and understanding. For Leonardo, the five senses were not just tools for basic survival, they were gateways to a heightened experience of life. As a master painter, he developed an extraordinary sense of sight, capturing the subtleties of light and shadow in works like The Last Supper. But his sensory awareness didn't stop there. He was also a musician, a foodie who savored meals, and a lover of tactile beauty, furnishing his home with fine fabrics like velvet and lace when he could afford it. This principle of sensazione, or the continual development of the senses, was central to his genius, and it's something you can cultivate in your own life. To strengthen your sensory faculties, start with sight. Visit a museum or gallery, and spend time with your favorite artwork. Instead of rushing by or snapping a photo, pick one painting and observe it for at least 10 minutes. What details emerge over time? You can also practice positive visualization. Imagine yourself achieving a specific goal with vivid detail, engaging all your senses in the process. For hearing, try layered listening, a mindful exercise where you focus on identifying the different layers of sound around you. Alternatively, practice silent listening, tuning into the quiet spaces between sounds. Developing active listening is equally important. Engage fully in conversations by focusing on the speaker's words without planning your response in advance. With smell, dedicate a day to aromatic awareness. Pay attention to every scent you encounter and record your observations in a journal. Taste can be sharpened through comparative tasting. Attend a wine or cheese tasting to refine your palate. Finally, for touch, try a blindfolded touching exercise where you explore objects with your hands while blindfolded to focus entirely on texture and form, heightening your tactile awareness. Alternatively, spend time outdoors, engaging with the natural world. Run your fingers over the rough bark of a tree, feel the smoothness of a leaf, or the coolness of water. By continually developing your senses, you'll deepen your experience of the world and, like Leonardo, enhance your capacity for creativity and insight. The fourth principle, sfumato, Leonardo da Vinci is celebrated for the exquisite beauty of his paintings, such as the Mona Lisa and The Last Supper, but his genius was equally fueled by his fascination with the tension between beauty and ugliness. He believed that embracing paradox and contradiction, what he called sfumato, was essential to creativity. He famously said, "The painter who has no doubts will achieve little," acknowledging that true mastery often comes from grappling with the unknown. Like Leonardo, you can make friends with ambiguity. Start by reflecting on moments in your life where ambiguity reigned. Perhaps it was an important career decision, a complicated relationship, or a time when your life took an unexpected turn. Describe these moments in your notebook, paying attention to how the uncertainty made you feel and where you experienced it in your body. For many, ambiguity triggers anxiety, a feeling we often suppress. Instead of pushing it away, try sitting with your anxiety and observing it. Acknowledging these feelings is the first step to thriving in uncertain situations. Cultivate confusion endurance by exploring paradox in your own life. Think of moments where opposing forces coexisted, when you felt both joy and sorrow, or when you long for both intimacy and independence in a relationship. This ability to tolerate tension is a hallmark of creative genius. Leonardo also understood the paradox between inspiration and productivity. While known as one of history's most prolific men, he knew the importance of downtime. When criticized for taking breaks while painting The Last Supper, he responded that the greatest geniuses sometimes accomplish more when they work less. The fifth principle, arte e scienza. In the 1960s, Nobel laureate Roger Sperry's research on brain hemispheres introduced the concepts of right and left brain thinking into popular conversation. The left brain, associated with logic, analysis, and STEM fields, became the dominant focus in education and society. Meanwhile, the right brain, responsible for creativity, imagination, and holistic thinking, was often neglected. This divide can limit our potential. Leonardo da Vinci, however, offered a different model. He mastered both hemispheres by seamlessly blending arte e scienza, art and science. His genius stemmed from integrating the analytical precision of a scientist with the imaginative vision of an artist. Leonardo achieved extraordinary success by bringing artistic insight into his scientific work and applying scientific rigor to his art. For example, his detailed anatomical sketches of the human body, such as Vitruvian Man, were informed by dissections and scientific study, while his paintings, like The Last Supper, are masterpieces of mathematical proportion and symmetry. By merging these disciplines, Leonardo pushed the boundaries of both fields. You can cultivate this synergy between your right and left brain through a technique called mind mapping. Mind mapping involves visually organizing your thoughts around a central idea, using branches to represent related concepts. This encourages both creative brainstorming and logical structuring. To create your own mind map, start with a central theme, perhaps a goal, creative project, or dream. From there, draw branches that represent subtopics, ideas, or actions related to that theme. Let your thoughts flow freely, combining imaginative leaps with practical steps. For example, a mind map focused on creativity might branch into personal projects, new skills, or collaborative opportunities. The sixth principle, corporalito. When we think of genius, the image of a frail, bespectacled intellectual often comes to mind. But Leonardo da Vinci defied this stereotype. He was not only a brilliant thinker, but also an accomplished athlete, horseman, and an embodiment of vitality. His holistic approach to life and work is encapsulated in the principle of corporality, which emphasizes the importance of physical fitness and body awareness in achieving greatness. Leonardo's success wasn't just a product of his intellect, but also his finely honed body and physical presence. To cultivate corporality in your own life, start by developing a balanced fitness routine. Like Leonardo, who excelled in a variety of physical pursuits, your program should include a mix of strength training, cardiovascular exercise, and flexibility work. Focus on movements that engage the whole body, such as swimming or yoga, and be sure to maintain regularity. This balance will keep both your mind and body in peak condition, much like Leonardo's active lifestyle. The Alexander technique is an excellent tool for improving body awareness and reducing tension. This method focuses on efficient posture and movement. A simple exercise you can try involves sitting down and standing up. Focus on doing so with minimal effort, imagining your body as light and balanced, while maintaining alignment throughout. Finally, achieving a balanced resting state is essential to corporality. To cultivate this, lie flat on your back in a quiet space with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, concentrating on relaxing one area of your body at a time. Start with your neck, shoulders, and back, letting the tension melt away with each exhale. Visualize your body sinking gently into the ground as you release any tightness in your legs, hips, and feet. This practice helps to reset your body's alignment and promote relaxation, allowing you to approach life and work with a clearer mind and a more balanced body. The seventh principle, connessione. Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks have been criticized for being disorganized and lacking structure. Pages filled with sketches, questions, and observations often jump from anatomy to engineering, from flight machines to water studies. But this seeming chaos was, in fact, one of Leonardo's greatest strengths. His refusal to neatly categorize his thoughts allowed him to see unexpected connections, sparking groundbreaking ideas. This was the essence of connessione, the principle of interconnectedness, which guided his ability to make creative leaps between seemingly unrelated fields. You can cultivate connessione by embracing the idea that everything is connected. Start by contemplating wholeness. What does it mean to you? Consider how your actions, thoughts, and environment influence one another, and reflect on the broader relationships in your life. To further explore connessione, try an intellectual exercise where you find as many connections as possible between two disparate objects, like an oak leaf and a human hand. How might their structures, functions, or symbolic meanings overlap? This trains your mind to see relationships where others see none. Another way to emulate Da Vinci's genius is through imaginary dialogues. Picture yourself having a conversation with thinkers from different fields. What would Miles Davis say about creativity? How might Susan B. Anthony approach problem solving? Use these dialogues to bounce your ideas off of different perspectives and enrich your thinking. By embracing connessione, you, like Da Vinci, can cultivate your personal genius. Recognizing the hidden links between diverse ideas and disciplines will unlock your creativity and allow you to think beyond conventional boundaries. Final summary. The main takeaway of this summary to How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci by Michael J. Gelb is that Leonardo da Vinci's genius came from his commitment to lifelong learning, curiosity, and interdisciplinary thinking, blending creativity with logic across art, science, and engineering. By adopting his habits, such as questioning, hands-on learning, sensory awareness, and embracing ambiguity, anyone can unlock greater creativity and problem-solving skills. Okay, that's it for this summary. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next summary.